All right, guys. This is a Thursday night, of course, and I'm doing some adjustments. Um, what I'm trying to say right now is that I just recently acquired some equipment, so I'm trying to enhance my show. And I wanted to do this because with all this mess going on in this world, you know, we need to have an open dialogue about it and not just talk. You know, there gotta be places where people can listen to things and talk about, trying to get right, man. Because even my situation right now, people just shut me off, and it ain't right for no reason. And you can never uh, move forward by going backward. But I'm gonna test. This is also a testing. I'm testing out my gear. So bear with me for a second. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna play. This is DJ Wolf Live. Told you guys it was a test show, so a test was what it is. It's a test to test out the equipment, test to you to test to see how well your knowledge is, how well your equipment works, all of that. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I hope everything sounds good. I took a little time. What time is it now? Oh man, you won't believe this. 4 hours. It didn't take me long to set it up. I was trying to work on some other stuff and add some stuff, some music and stuff to this. Glad you could join us though. But in any case, let's see. Let's try and mess with this. That's cool, wasn't it? Yeah, thank you very much. But just trying to do something different this year here. I I'm going to do some live music pretty soon. There's a lot of things I want to do this year. There's a lot of things I need to do this year. I tell you, let me go ahead and kill them for a moment. It's a lot of things I want to do this year, man. It's just so much that I want to do, so much I need to do. And I tell you, life is too short to be messing around and throwing people under the bus and all kind of stuff. This is DJ Wolf, guys. It's the first live broadcast. I'm pretty sure the first live broadcast I've done in probably been so long. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't even remember. I know it's been at least a year or close to it. I know or at least 6 months or more. I haven't done one in a while. I wanted to talk about a few things that's on my mind. First of all, I did get a new gear. I got a newer system that I had about 2 years ago. This thing is way better. The only reason why I don't understand why I got it, because this system that I got, this new gear I got, actually controls up to 4 mics. But I'm only one doing it. you know what I mean. But it's good to have an option, because one day I actually might have bring my nephew and nieces over, and we'll actually do a discussion about what's going on in public and all that, as far as the schools and stuff like that. I know Little B's supposed to come by this weekend, so I'm gonna see what he up to. Maybe I can get him on. And because this would be good for that too. But it's a lot of things that I want to do this year. I want to accomplish. I haven't really gotten to where I want to be yet in terms of how can I put it? In terms of life in general. There really isn't a lot that I've, why is it? See, it changed. See, I'm doing the test of my new equipment now, where it changes the tone of my voice. Let me see how it does. Okay, now it sounds different. It sounds a little louder, but this one has more depth. I don't know what that's about, but it sounds different. But let me know what you think when you hear it. But in any case, it's just a lot of things that's on my mind, man. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I went home, I ain't been able to really focus like I need to. I mean, I do, but I wish I could talk about it, but this ain't the time to do it right now. I'm just trying to stay in my square and stay healthy for myself and for my family. But people just don't do right anymore, man. You try to do right by them and they'll stab you in the back every time. Every single time. It's ridiculous. It's downright ridiculous. You just can't win. I'm barking all the time. But I love what I do. Now, I did thought about the DJing situation. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a little music on here, I guess. I thought about doing the DJing situation here. I was just talking to somebody earlier. I decided if I'm only going to be doing DJing once a year, I'm ready to just give up the DJ part altogether. I'm still going to be DJ Wolf because I'm going to be doing it on here. And I got music coming up real soon that I'm going to actually post into this podcast. It's going to blow your mind. It blew my mind when I started off a few days ago. But I'm serious about doing music. Even when I'm at work, I don't think of nothing else but music. Seriously, half the time that's all I'm thinking about. It's the weirdest thing. But I do think a lot about music. It's just it's like a it's like a craving that I have. I have to have it. I have to have it. It's the only way I can get through sometime, man. Seriously. And especially when you have a passion for something like music. I have a major, major passion for music for a very long time, and I just can't stop. To make a long story short, I just can't stop wanting to get that involved with it because I've been either listening to some sort of type of music that goes all the way back to, for me, from the mid-'60s. That's the era that I came around. And it took a number of years to get involved with it. I played in a garage band before, and we were, kind of just slapped it together and just started doing music. I did a year in high school. I took orchestra. I learned a lot from that, a whole lot. And it made me realize that's probably something I should have been doing the whole time and kept doing it, and I didn't. But I opted out of it. I wanted to go into some other things, and that's what I'm doing. What I am going to do tomorrow night, I'm going to take this podcast directly to YouTube and talk about some other things that was on my mind. But I'm the type of person like to learn about little different things. I have to keep being progressive on things when it comes to learning. I can't stop. And to be honest with you, it doesn't matter what age you are, you find out over the years, you never really stop learning to learn. If you have a mindset and your mind is broad, you got some people minds ain't broad at all. It's just dense, and we have to get out the mindset of being dense. I just saw somebody a little while ago on YouTube that did a story about a guy who, I guess he was working at a fast food restaurant, selling drugs on the side. And he bailed himself out, talking about he wasn't a drug dealer, but yet he bailed himself out to the tune of $300,000. Right. Okay, what you doing with it? That was a front. That's all it was. And I realized something. I was like, we always looking for opportunities no matter where it is. In other words, you're looking for the opportunities whether it's right or wrong. No common sense. No common sense at all. And I'd be like, scratch myself, like, what the hell, There's no kind of common sense. Hold on a second, guys. I dropped my water here. That's a faux pas on me. Dropping water, dropping things here, and trying to get this podcast right. Yeah, that's what I know. I'm gonna have to move this to my other studio, man, because this moving around and stuff. I think I'm gonna have to get me a better. Jeez, I have to get me a better one, better mic scissors, because this thing is a piece of crap. No wonder some of these mic scissor stands cost about $100. prices for your minute. Like I was shocked when I saw that. I say, really, $100 for a mic scissor stand? I guess with the way this thing is moving around, I guess I can see why. But I love music. I love learning. I mean, I love learning the things I want to learn. Let's put it like that. You know, life is boring if you don't try to learn something different, man. And especially something that will benefit you and your family and your community. You know, that's me in a nutshell. But get some water right quick. My throat is dry. Oh, I want to talk about the health thing first. Let me play you. Well, let this play off for a minute, and then I'll be right back. Listen on, guys. All right, I'm back. Okay, well, I'm still doing a couple of adjustments here. I want to talk about health. Recently, I started going back to Persona. Those of you in the DMV area, you know about Persona doctors. And those of you who have used it know it's great. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I went over there and lost over almost 40 pounds with them about 2 years, about really a year and a half ago. And it does work. But you have to have a mindset to stick to it. That's with any diet. You have to stick to it. Because if you don't, you're going to lose out. You're going to go right back to eating the same stuff you did before. And the temptations are great. I'll say that. But there's so many alternatives to eating junk food. It is. So many. But you have to take advantage of that. A lot of us won't do that. We just want to eat the same junk all the time. And that's what hurts you right there. You know, not willing to try anything new. Not willing to, learn that you can eat right and still, be happy with what you can eat. But many of us want to be comfortable with just eating junk. Personally, I can't do it. I just can't. You know, I just can't. That ain't me then. That ain't me now. Once I got my mindset to do what I really need to do, my health and my life, that's another story. And recently, I went back and decided to get back on the wagon and do right with my health and my body. A couple of months ago, I was at the height of my stress level, dealing with, personal issues this year. And it was a pain. It was a pain. It was. It was a real struggle. And my blood pressure was 170 over 90 or something like that. It was high. It was, it's in the very high is a lot worse. The very high is when they get put you in the hospital, and beyond that, the deal. But I wasn't eating right. I mean, I wasn't eating. Put it like this: I was eating a little bit worse than what I'm eating now. But it was getting to a point I was getting back in those bad habits. But that's because I let the devil take control of my mind and my spirit. Because of all this mess that's going on this year, on top of everything else I had to deal with. And I talked to this doctor, real nice guy, man. And he said, you got to take care of yourself. And he was right. When it comes to your body, you are number one. You have to be. And so I did. I took my pills every day. Matter of fact, I was on my pill doses they dropped my pill doses a little lower over a year ago. My blood pressure from I think it was 15 mgs or something. 10 mgs. No, it was 15 mgs about 5. And the same doctor I had, I told me, he said, well, how many megs milligrams you were taking? Milligrams. You were taking of your medication. And I told him 5. He said, increase the dose, make it 10. And he was right. Dropped it down from 170, and it went down from 170 to 123. No joke. In roughly about 2 months. Matter of fact, it was 2 months. Almost 2 months of the day. And to me, that was a big deal. Very big deal. Probably the best move I did. It very well may have saved my life. And I told him when I left out there, I said, man, thanks. I really appreciate you. And I did. We need to appreciate each other as people. No matter what background. No matter what background that you come from of your community. You have to learn to appreciate each other. And we don't. But that's another whole story. You know what I mean, guys? And we ought to. But we don't. Like we're supposed to. We clearly don't. But anyhow, I'll say a few more things I'm going to get out. One of these things I will say, eat a more balanced diet. Eat a better diet than what you've been eating. All these breads and cookies and cakes and pies and, cream puffs and big old mayonnaise-filled ham sandwiches and stuff, man, and burgers, and all that stuff got to go. I'm telling you, for your health, all that BS got to go. Like today. I'll tell you what I eat for breakfast. There's no joke. I mean, either fruit cup and 3 pieces of turkey sausage. That's it. No bread. And I can hear some of y'all saying, there ain't no bread. No bread. Bread is, when it comes to weight, trying to lose weight, bread is not your friend. In some cases, not even with multigrain, although I take a chance on multigrain every so often. Very rare. And that's if I'm eating something from Subway. I'll get the Subway thing in a minute. But, yeah. Fruit cup. Now, today, matter of fact, the last couple of days I've been eating watermelon. Watermelon, if you eat enough of it, watermelon, you can eat it all day. Ain't nothing but water. My dad told me that. And which, he raised on the farm, in the country, he knows about it. And I always wonder, up until this year, how he always kept himself looking well at his age. Because he ate healthy. Now, that can honestly say that. I know that he ate healthy. That's a known fact. And Like I said, I know he ain't healthy. And in order for you to live a healthy lifestyle and stay healthy and live long and prosper, like Dr. Spock used to say on Star Trek, uh, you gotta eat right. You don't live to eat; you eat to live. You know, think of it that way, and that's the best way to put it. Is to eat right and eat healthy. I'm trying to figure out why my music ain't there. Oh, they ain't messing. That's my thing here. Oh boy. I'm just checking something. This is a test show. Why music ain't playing it through here? Hold on a second, guys. All right. All right, I'm back. Just trying to figure out why my music ain't playing through this. Oh well. Let's see. Well, anyway, I know my levels are right. My levels are right as right can be. But it's like I said. This is the main show here. It's a test show, and we gotta eat right. Because I know the better I eat, the better I feel. My attitude is better. I have a more positive outlook. Even in the work, I noticed even in the worst of situations, be it work or anything else, my attitude is better. I'm not going to kid you about that. It really is. It's a big improvement. I have more clarity. I cut out a lot of salts, a lot of sugars. Man, that's the other thing. I was on a no sugar salt diet for weeks, at least the last 2 weeks. I just cut it out. I don't drink no coffee. Yeah, I'm roughing it. You know what I drink almost 80% of the time now? Water or coconut water. That's pretty much all I've been drinking the last 3 weeks. I've been pretty much nothing but water. Water is the number one equalizer for you for weight loss. And one other thing I was doing a while back, I just buy a bag of apples. I would eat 2 apples a day, sometimes 4. I wouldn't even be hungry. See, we have to learn to wean ourselves off of certain foods in order for us to increase our weight loss. That's one of the things I learned, about weight loss. I said if you want to increase your weight loss, you have to learn to eat more proteins, more fiber in your diets. And for that to occur, you have to get used to it. Number one, it's not necessarily an acquired taste. It's food that you should be eating. I always wonder how my parents maintain, being slim all their lives. They've never were big. Neither one. Now I know why. And I was actually about a year ago, I was small. I actually was down to about 226. Forgot 5'9.5", so just saying. And that was pretty good for me. I was still lifting weights. As a matter of fact, I was lifting weights better than I had been, and my weightlifting had increased as a result of that because I had more energy to do it. When I was 288 pounds 2.5 years ago, I know it's one thing. The one thing was that I could barely walk. I'm not kidding about this. My legs barely moved as I was going to work. And matter of fact, at one time I almost thought I had a stroke. Seriously. I could barely move my legs one year. I was scared, man. I said, and that's when I was eating pretty bad. So I said, I'll never go back to that mess again. I'm done. One night I lay in bed about 2 years ago. And I swear I thought I was having a heart attack. And I thought I was going to die. That was a one night I thought I was out and down for the count. I really did. And I was scared to death. But I prayed and I prayed. And I meant what I said. I prayed. I said, Lord, if I ever in life get out this mess, I'm going to change the way I eat. Now, this is not a joke. I actually said that one night, man. I'm going to change the way I eat. So help me. And I kept that promise for 85 to 90% of the time. I'm not going to kid you. I mean, I did cheat a little bit, but I slipped a little bit because of the stress I was dealing with last few months. But that's the only reason. But otherwise, I kept my promise. You know. Now, I tell you what I did do over the weekend. I went to Burger King, but I didn't have anything to eat for breakfast. I think I ate a fruit cup or something. So lunch came around. I made my rounds over to look at some gear, and I was coming from over there. I went to go get me some new threads, and then I went over to BK, and I ain't had a Whopper in years. Couldn't even remember the last time I had a Whopper. I ain't had a Whopper in a long time. So I went and picked up a Whopper and onion rings, right? And boy, it was so good. Onion rings with dipping sauce. Now they got onion rings with dipping sauce. I was like, man, that thing was slamming. And you know, that was pretty much all I had. That matter of fact, that was pretty much all I had. I don't remember eating anything else after that. And that was around 12, maybe 12ish, 1 o'clock. But that's what you got to do. Because my doctor even told me, say, look, you might be able to eat some of that stuff, but only in moderation, number one. And like, if you ain't eating it like every single day or anything like that every day, you should be good. As long as you maintain your diet and get back to what you need to be eating right away. You know? But some of us can't afford to do that. I've been watching my 600-pound life. Man, them people be eating all kinds of stuff. I saw one person, they was eating the whole day that was eating. They was eating breakfast, then they went and got a snack, then they got a big-ass lunch, and even got a bigger-ass dinner. And half the lunch and dinner was nothing but pizza and burgers. Now, in fact, I think I saw an episode where they did do that. A couple bought 2 big-ass pizzas, and then they bought separate burgers and fries, and they ate all that shit. I'm still shocked. You know, I'm not going to lie. I like the next man like burgers and fries and shakes and pizza and stuff like that. But I wean myself off of it so much that it doesn't even matter about me eating it at all. I don't even have the desire to eat it. The day I went over to Burger King on Saturday, that's the first burger I had in a long time anyway. That's the first burger I had in probably about a year. But it's definitely the first Whopper I had in many years. You know. But you have to get used to it. It's a lifestyle change. And it's the best lifestyle change you can get. This is for your health. This is something you ought to be doing anyway. You know? Not because mama said you had to do it, not because dad said you had to do it, not because your wife said you had to do it, not because your husband said you had to do it. You should be doing it for your own health first anyway. To take care of yourself and help, be there for your loved ones. You know? People don't learn that anymore. People just do stupid stuff to be doing stupid stuff and don't learn from their mistakes. You know? It's crazy. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me. I'm gonna get up out of here. I enjoyed y'all. Thanks for listening to the test show. Really appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Hey guys, this is DJ Wolf. I may do another podcast tomorrow, but for right now, I'm out.